We'll give you a tour of the Airbnb in Shanghai. You saw the kitchen the other day. Follow me to the room. This is our front door. Come on in. She's tight. This is the whole room. This is our double bed. It's actually ridiculously comfy. It's like memory foam and we have slept well. Over here is the kitchen / laundry washing machine, which we have been using. We haven't used this at all. Fridge, kind of handy. This is the interesting bit. This is the bathroom toilet situation. This place is only $35 a night and we are in the centre of Shanghai. It's everything that we need, so it's a bit rough, but we actually have really liked it here. And more importantly, this aircon has been amazing. This, not so much, we can't understand Chinese. So now that you've seen where we've been staying in Shanghai, it's time for us to leave. We're catching a train to Beijing today. We're all packed and ready to go.
When you move to the city, when you're with me, oh, how you feel me. All things happen when you call me pretty. When you're with me.
We did it. First overnight train experience on this trip. We got through. Now it's time to get this visa.
It's Tim's birthday.
It's my birthday.
Now.
Thank you.
It looks like we've struck peak hour. Ni hao from Beijing.
Ni hao.
We arrived here 3 days ago at 7:53 in the morning off of a train from Shanghai. It was an overnight train and we got the second class seat option, so it was an interesting night's sleep. Then once we got off the train, we checked into our hotel here and beelined it to the Mongolian embassy. The embassy was open and we were able to put our application in, so we're still waiting for our passports back. They should arrive in a couple of days. We were meant to change hotels today, but we don't have our passports because they're still with the embassy. We went over to the hotel we were meant to check into and they would not take us. We tried every which way to get around it and they just flat out refused. So we had to cancel the booking there and we're staying longer here, which I don't mind. This place is actually quite nice. So now we're staying here until Tuesday. And then once we have our passports back, we can actually start booking train tickets so that we can see things like the Great Wall of China and get outside of Beijing. After we dealt with all of the hotel situation and the visa situation, we basically just wandered around the neighborhood to see what the feeling of Beijing was like and just compare it to Shanghai. So we pretty much just wandered around, had something to eat and got an early night, really.
The first thing we noticed about Beijing was the weather. We got off the train and it was bright blue skies. It was very hot.
Yeah, I've already forgotten how much cleaner the air is here.
And we also noticed that the city itself is a lot different to Shanghai. It's more low-rise and a bit more of a grid format. And it's just a lot easier to get around, we found.
Having said that, we have seen a very, very small part of Beijing. So who knows what the rest of it's like.
It's true.
But the part we're in is quite nice. It's very clean too.
There seems to be a real focus in Beijing on the traditional Chinese culture. We've noticed a lot more temples, a lot more statues, and a lot more palaces and parks.
Yeah, even the buildings that are new, they kind of make them look like old traditional. So it's kind of hard to tell what's old and what's new, but yeah, it's got a nice look about it.
And there's a really laid-back vibe here, we've noticed. It doesn't have the hustle and bustle of Shanghai, and the people seem a bit more relaxed.
One thing we have noticed is that they get up early, they have lunch early, and dinner is early. So to sum it up, we're in Beijing for 3 more days while we wait for our Mongolian visa to be approved. Then we're going to head out of Beijing, try and see some of the countryside. I really want to get to the Great Wall of China. I feel like we'll be missing out if we just don't get to see that before we leave. And then once all of that's done, we'll be heading off to Mongolia. Okay, so it's been 3 business days since we dropped off our passport. It's actually been 5 days because we had to wait over the weekend. We're just about to head over to the Mongolian embassy and hopefully everything's tickety-boo and we've got our Mongolian visa in our passport.
It's been a bit of an anxious wait, so yeah. Here we go.
if it all works, then instead of paying 250 Australian dollars each, we would have paid 88 Australian dollars each. So
It's a pretty significant saving.
it is, yeah. So hopefully the headache is all worth it. They're in here. We're going to Mongolia, baby. After all that stress. Where you go? After all that stress and the hassle, finally got it, totally worth it. And now the process seems really easy, but we've never done this before, so yeah. I feel like we're real backpackers now.
Huge relief. We're a little bit worried about the application form because we hadn't actually booked any accommodation, and you need to provide details of your accommodation when in Mongolia. So we're a little bit worried about that, but it didn't seem like it was such a big deal.
No.
Yeah, so we're pretty stoked. Now we're off to Mongolia, so we just have to book accommodation in Mongolia. Yeah.
But the process is actually really easy. All we did was rock up. You just have to arrive between 9 and 12 in the morning with your passport. They give you a form. You just need a photo, like the passport one, and a credit card. You fill it out on the spot. The whole process took less than 10 minutes. It was ridiculously quick and easy. And then they give you a receipt, and it says on there what day and time to come back, and you just go to the window, give them the receipt, and they give you the passport. I don't even know if he checked our photo page and ID. It's like they really just don't care. So definitely do it this way because it's so much easier.
And cheaper.
And cheaper, yeah.
That is abandoned, that embassy. Look at it.
Yeah, it does look abandoned, doesn't it?
We're going to Mongolia.
To the city.
Should we?